everyone, it's Andrea from Movers and Bakers. Today I'm going to share with you how to make mini egg cheesecakes. This is a delicious no-bake recipe with an Oreo crust and a beautiful creamy cheesecake filling packed with mini eggs. Let's get going. So to start with, we're going to make the base for our cheesecakes. Now into a large bowl, I'm going to pop in my crushed up Oreos and some melted butter. I'm using unsalted butter today. So we're going to give this a mix together until everything is really well combined. And once everything is all mixed together, you will have this beautiful soft base mixture ready to be put in your tin. Now we are going to put it into our tin. Now today I am using a tin with loose bottoms, so each individual space has its own loose bottom. If you haven't got a tin like this, just any old muffin or cupcake tin will do. You just have to line it with some parchment paper or use cupcake cases, muffin cases to make your cheesecakes in, then lift them out and unwrap it before you serve it. Simples. So in here, I'm going to put a little bit of this base mixture into the bottom of each pan, and then I'm going to press it down with the back of my rolling pin. We just want to level it over the bottom so that we have a nice even base. That's it, done for that one. I'm going to do all the rest of them, and this is going to chill while I make my cheesecake filling mixture. Right, so while my bases are chilling in the fridge, I'm going to make the cheesecake filling. So into another clean large bowl, I'm going to pop in some cream cheese. Now make sure when you make a cheesecake, a no-bake cheesecake like this one, that you always use full fat cream cheese. In the UK here, I find Philadelphia is the best brand to go with, just in terms of the fat content and how it works really well in my cheesecakes, but I'm sure anywhere else in the world you will know the good ones to find as well. And to that, I'm also going to add in some icing sugar and finally for now, some vanilla. Right, we're going to give this a mix together. So I'm going to use a hand mixer for this just for ease. Now, top tip with this again, when you mix cream cheese, again here in the UK, I believe American block cheese is different. You have to make sure you don't overmix your cream cheese. If you overmix it, it separates the liquid from the fat and you end up with a curdled mess. So we are going to mix only just until everything is combined and nice and smooth. So once all that is nice and smooth and creamy and well mixed, we're going to add one more ingredient in to make the basic no-bake cheesecake mixture, and that is double cream. Now, any cream you use, you have to make sure that it will whip up to stiff peaks. It has to be the sort that will whip up. If it doesn't, your cheesecake mixture is not going to set and you're just going to end up with a very tasty but gloopy mess, and it's not going to be firm enough to be a cheesecake. So this is double cream. I'm going to pour that in and then we're going to start mixing again. Now don't panic. When you first start mixing this, it is going to look very runny and like it's not going to set, but I promise it will come together within a minute or so. So once your mixture is completely combined and it has firmed up, that took me about a minute or two, and you can see even on the end of my beaters, it's nice and stiff. That is perfect. We're going to set that aside just for a moment while we sort out our mini eggs. Right, so now our cheesecake filling is almost ready. We are going to deal with our lovely mini eggs. Now, there's a couple ways you can break these up. You can pop them into a food processor, you can chop them up by hand if you want to, but I'm going to do the fun way today. So I have a Ziploc bag here, a freezer bag. I'm going to pop all my mini eggs into the bag, like so, and we're going to have some fun with some bashing. So make sure it is really well sealed. You want your mini eggs to be in as much of a flat layer as you can. Seal the bag, and then grab a rolling pin and get bashing. This is really therapeutic. I love it. So once you are done with bashing up your mini eggs, it's time to add them to our cheesecake mixture. So all I'm going to do is open my bag. Now the bag will have a few holes in, so just be careful of mini egg dust going everywhere. And we're literally going to tip this into the cream cheese mixture. And now all we're going to do is just fold it all the way through the cream cheese mixture. And once everything is fully mixed together, like this, we are ready to put this over the chilled bases. So I've got my bases out of the fridge. I'm going to use an ice cream scoop to put my cheesecake mixture in. You can just use a spoon, that's absolutely fine, or if you really want to, you could pop it into a piping bag and pipe it in for a really neat finish. I'm using an ice cream scoop today, and that just means that I've got really even portions of the mixture going into each case. So once you've got all your cream cheese mixture in your cases, I'm going to use the back of my ice cream scoop just to push it down a little bit. Now, you may decide at this stage that you want to put a little bit more mixture in, or you may decide not to. That's absolutely fine. Either way, I'm using this as a way of spreading out my mixture evenly onto my bases and also to level out the top. So once you have leveled off all your cheesecake filling, this then goes back into the fridge to chill for at least 3 to 4 hours. I leave it overnight just for ease, and then we're going to take them out and decorate them. So once your cheesecakes have been chilled and you have taken them out of the tin, we're going to do some decorations on them. Now, I want to make a little extra special decoration on, so I'm going to create an edible chocolate Easter egg nest on top. So cute. So I'm going to use a flake, which is a crumbly, chocolatey kind of bar. If you haven't got a flake, you can just grate some chocolate over and that will work just as well too. So I'm going to crumble my flake over the top of each of the cheesecakes, and that is going to be my nest. So into my nest, I'm of course going to put some mini eggs. So we're just going to place some mini eggs over the top of each of the cheesecakes. And there you have it, mini egg cheesecakes. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe, and do let me know in the comments below if you make these too. Thanks for joining me today, friends. Enjoy.